They're complaining about Kogi State. Look at the electoral process that brought in the governor. What do you expect? And that's my problem with it. So if we do not...
My people, I don't come again, no. Let's listen to what they're saying on Arise TV. Rufai, what he's saying about Yahaya Bello. Yahaya Bello, the white lion. But now, I think it's the white chicken. But it's not his fault. It's the system we run. The system we're running in that country. How can the EFCC leave him for a long time ago? EFCC was playing chicken and dog game with him. They were playing chicken and dog. The court was also playing baby feeding and monkey feeding game with Yahaya Bello, the EFCC. Just imagine, for how many months now we will be dragging only one man. That man cannot be able to fund, and that man says it's a white lion. We cannot see the white lion anymore. Now it become white chicken. And listen to the governor, the one they bring back the cronies, the governor they bring inside. Listen what he's saying. That one have not done anything in that state. He had only busy squandering the money of that state. That one they bring from the back door, from INEC back door, with the president's back door, with the judiciary back door, with the police back door. They bring that one inside as governor. And the guy is even proud, saying that his achievement was assembling the Apc governors, to meet with the Apc governors. That is achievement for 100 days. Can you imagine the kind of rubbish some people are saying, proudly saying? Just listen to what they have to say in Arise with Rufai and Oji.
Now, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has ordered Yahaya Bello, former governor of Kogi State, to appear before the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission for arraignment. The court overturned a Kogi State High Court decision that restrained the EFCC from prosecuting Bello on the allegation of an 80 billion naira in money laundering. In a unanimous decision delivered on Tuesday, a three-member panel of the appellate court, led by Ken Amadi, also restrained the former governor from taking any further action regarding the charges against him until he has been formally arraigned. The EFCC filed the appeal against the judgment of Isa Abdullahi Jamil, a judge of the Kogi State High Court, in a fundamental rights case instituted by Bello in February. Now let's see what the people are saying. The first tweet there reads, Yahaya Bello should have appeared before the law court a long time ago. But unfortunately, this country is not serious, and the EFCC plays selective justice when it comes to flexing their powers. Yahaya Bello felt untouchable because the EFCC literally made it seem so by declaring him wanted instead of going to pick him up. The next tweet there reads, how many times will the court threaten Yahaya Bello with facing the law? He has been facing the law, but it seems the law is deliberately kept in gear in the reverse and have been pulling back fearfully to avoid a collision. We are watching this drama series. The last tweet there reads, Yahaya Bello is bigger than the EFCC. Yahaya Bello seems to be bigger than the judiciary. Yahaya Bello is bigger than the police. Yahaya Bello is bigger than Nigeria. Where is Yahaya Bello? And before you comment, still keeping it in Kogi State Governor Alhaji Usman Ododo has approved the appointment of 1,192 additional aides. This was contained in a statement issued by the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Folashade Ayoade. The aides include Yakuba Abdul Hakim, who will serve as the Executive Secretary of the Kogi State Office for Disability, 165 senior special assistants, and 36 special assistants. Others on the list approved by the governor are 574 ward special assistants and 290 local government special assistants. Similarly, Ododo also approved the appointment of Alhaji Ibrahim Abdul Sadiq as the Director of Protocol for the First Lady Office, in addition to other retinue of aides. The governor congratulated all appointees and urged them to put in their best service to the state and humanity at large. All appointments are with effect from September 1, 2024. Again, we turn to the streets to see what the people are saying. The first tweet there reads, it's high time the Constitution provided for the number of special assistants that a governor or even a president should have. The next tweet there reads, the same governor will say Kogi State cannot afford to pay 70,000 naira to the state civil servants. And the final tweet there reads, maybe unemployment will reduce by 1,192. Now,
so I was looking at that, and I was checking for the unemployment numbers, figures. Maybe this is the governor's response to unemployment. Let him employ everybody in Kogi State. But this is what we talk about when we talk about over-bloated cabinets, not just at federal level, but at state level. You know, when we talk about the federal, the center, we often say that we should also look at the subnationals. They are sometimes the biggest culprits when it comes to wastage and, you know, and bloated cabinets.
Say it again, please. Say it one more time. We see this
play out in Kogi State. What did Kogi raise in terms of IGR in the last year? Kogi's debt profile, Road to Space, you help me with the figures.
It's high.
It's very high. And you're spending, especially when many states are saying, oh, 70,000 naira, they're going to have to pay people. And of course, these aides are not going to be earning 70,000 naira. Can that fund or the amount of money that will be spent on this large entourage of assistants be spent on creating jobs for Kogi State or spent on building infrastructure for Kogi indigents? Many times what happens, unfortunately, is that when these people get into power, they want to reward those who supported their campaign. And they reward the people using the people's commonwealth and using the taxes of the people. So we need to stop this. And I quite agree with that post that says that maybe we should start regulating how many aides can be appointed. Or if you want these number of aides, pay from your own pockets. Don't use the state funds for it. Let me go back to the first, can we now consider former governor of Kogi State a fugitive? Because the question or the hashtag is, where is Yahaya Bello? And the most important question is, why are you running? If they want to bring you in for question, and we said the same thing earlier with regards to what's happening with the NLC and the police, if you're being invited for questioning, they're not detaining you, they're not judging you. You're innocent until you're innocent until proven guilty. So the honorable thing, I would imagine, is for the former governor of the state to present himself, at least even before the courts. Yes. It means that, like the other person, he doesn't have respect for our systems. And this is why people don't have trust in the justice system, when it seems like there's certain people who are exempt from facing the law.
Kogi State has iron ore. Kogi State has limestone. Kogi State is in the breadbaskets of Nigeria. Kogi State has consistently had the highest inflation figures in Nigeria. Go and check the trend lines. On a year-on-year basis, headline inflation, and on a month-on-month basis, also food inflation, one of the highest, despite being in the breadbasket. Kogi State is a blessed state that you should be bringing in Tesla and all these other companies to come in there. This is why, as you said, I've been telling people, focus on governors, focus on these other guys at the sub-nationals, because that's where the problem is. You talked about the unemployment. I keep using Q4 2020. At the top of the hour, we're talking about River State and all the chaos that's happening there. River State's unemployment and underemployment combined, 59%. Kogi State is 66. Wow. Almost 7 out of 10 people are either unemployed or underemployed in Kogi State. Listen, if we break down the issues in each of these states in the federate, man, we'll have trending content for years to come. That's all I have to say. Yahaya Bello should face the law.
Well, it seems as if, like I said, 1,192 people are not part of these people that are not employed anymore. What are your thoughts?
They have jobs.
They have jobs now.
I've always said it's culture will eat strategy for breakfast. You are complaining about Kogi State. Look at the electoral process that brought in the governor. What do you expect? And that's my problem with Nigeria. So if we do not change something with our leadership structure, it's not... Wait a minute. You've been flexing your muscle about. Let me shock you. You said he appointed 1,192 aides. You think he knows better? This was the same man that lists meeting with NSA, Apc Govnors as 100 days achievement. I mean, what were you... No, you're laughing. What were you expecting? He listed it as part of his 100 days achievement. You can laugh. Why are you laughing? Laugh. This was the same man that listed. Ask what was the antecedents before he got in there. How did he get in there? And you are surprised that he protected his godfather, Yahaya Bello, that got in him there? Why are you surprised? Somebody was saying the other day that the white lion is big. It's bigger than everybody. Because can the EFCC clamp him down? No. At some point, we're shouting, clamoring, young people should run government, young people should run government. Yahaya Bello was a young man when he ran government. What did he do? You are talking about iron ore investment. Is that not where Ajaokuta is? Has Ajaokuta seen the light today?
Oh my goodness.
Azerbaijan are not there.
Another one.
Kogi State has about 20,000 hectares. So if you don't fix the process that bring in people like these characters to become leaders over others in a country where you have educated people, enlightened people, you'll never... Do you know Kogi is also the confluence town where River Niger, River Benue meets?
Blessed.
Do you know the rich potential, even the historical potential? Is that not where Lugard stayed? But in a country where you have people like Donald Duke, that was the only governor never indicted by the EFCC when he left government. You are having people like this being harbored by the states. When Donald Duke came out, isn't his EFCC record enough to be able to allow him be on a pedestal to run for vice president? What happened then? Because this nation does not like the good people. Our political structure, once you are good, you are vocal, they will push you back because they can manipulate you.
Let's talk about his predecessor very quickly before we move to the next story.
Who?
Bello, who of course has been...
He should go and face his court. See, what's it called? Truth is, are we not even daft that we are talking about a man that has been indicted by the EFCC? We are talking about the fact that we are begging him to go and face his charges. It's not even a reflection of a national sense of madness and being daft in this country. In a country you have laws and rule of law. That we are talking about a man that they picked up for a crime that should submit itself willingly. It's not because we are mad. They've removed our brains and skulls. Henry Thoreau has said it all.
Yeah.
The place for a just man and unjust society is the prison. So people that are speaking the truth, you put them in prison. But people that have been fingered in corruption charges, they can walk free because they have cronies in power. Exactly. And you think we have a system. We're joking.
He skipped appearing in court 5 times.
Oh,
every month
you are just starting.
April. April 23rd, 10th of May, 13th of June, 27th of June and 17th of July.
Big English.
So what
where is Yahaya Bello?
Hashtag.
Where's Yahaya Bello? Let's move on to
for
our
other
next
people,
story
they
now.
are so quick to invite you at
maybe my next story will make you guys